Okay, welcome everyone to my new format here at Minus Wingman. I'm saying I'm going to get rid of the old format and help you with how we provide news in a fun and impactful way. We'll take the time to look over the press releases for the day, try and bring the most interesting things to your attention, and in a fast, quick 2 to 5 minute read. This video will be longer than 2 to 5 minutes, unfortunately, but I think it will provide a different type of value for some people that like to consume information via video as well. To be completely frank, work has been busy and we've added on more work. It has just been a grind. It takes a long time to write those articles. I know many of you appreciate that. We'll strive to continue to do that, but we will probably do more video content. So hopefully this is of interest to you. If you're not a subscriber already to either our newsletter or our YouTube channel, please feel free to subscribe. Hopefully you enjoy this content today. So I'm looking at Friday's news, January 26th, 94 pieces of news. A lot of them was not interesting because it is Friday. Hopefully most companies do not post anything of significance, or it's usually bad news, such as a resignation here from Gold Group. Okay, a lot of stock option grants. It must have been a day for these Clean Air Metals, Gianni, Metalite, Adventus, a lot of cool tech stock option grants all over the place. Some finances closing or being announced. Of those 94, the annoying thing is that a lot of these things went through newswires, so you get notifications here and on CEO.ca. Battery and Precious Metals Virtual Conference. I think that's news. It's a conference, but a lot of it hit the wire in a rather annoying sense. What do we have here? Rare earth. There's something that in a new tab. Focus Graphite Weapons, Nova Lows. That's a big graphite name. Clean Air Metals. Lavras Gold is a company we actually do quite like. If you haven't heard of them before, Lavras Gold. 1 second here. I'll just go to the corporate deck. I won't take much time here. I just want to bring it to your attention if you haven't heard of it yet, because I found it quite interesting in the corporate structure here. Rather than share structure, 62 million shares outstanding, but almost 10% are from New Gold and 6.4% for Mr. Ron McEwen, as well as a large 25.5% for management and insiders. There is really only 37% free float out there, so very interesting. You can see the warrants are nicely included here. A couple of 13 cents. What are they trading at right now? Ticker's RGC, 18 cents, but newly listed, as you can see. 13 cents, 2025, 35 by management and board in 2027. I think really there's not much. Those are options, 4 and 6 million, so very tight. I'm not that to stand at all. This is what caught my eye here was Mr. Peter, or should I say Dr. Peter McGaw, co-founder of Mag Silver in the Fresnillo district, a massive silver company. It is now massive. He helped discover it. Very interesting fellow. Like to see him there. Also, Berglund, I believe, is a big name in the industry, and that is the CEO here, Mr. Rob Berglund. Really like this one. I won't get into it, but an interesting one nonetheless. I'll take a few. Well, yeah, that caught my eye. And then CEO.ca, another thing. I will really, if they're listening to this, please don't make this a habit for posting on a newswire or so annoying. But they're here. So a lot of Latin Metals is another company I quite enjoy. A lot of nothing. Emphasis. BEX Uranium addresses recent press regarding Niger's mining sector. Wishes to address recent articles published in the wider press concerning an alleged audit of the mining sector in the Republic of Niger. They want to clarify, great, what's there to clarify. It happily suggests that the entirety of Niger mining sector is to be subject to a new government audit, cited linked to internal memos on here, right here, is a response to specific issues within the gold sector, which does not impact LVX. So the uranium company and Niger saying, hey, we're still open for business, don't sell us. Please, we're not a gold company. I guess it's worth heard about that news with us thing. That's my hair. First, Uranium Corp announces new cooperation agreement with the EAV Manganese Lands and Resources. Also, better relations with the communities. Oh, that's good. Ooh, worth reviewing for us. Focus Graphite welcomes Nova or graphite acquisition of the Lupton graphite deposit in Quebec. So this is a big graphite player. I haven't heard of Focus Graphite before. That's not last. Oh. So it was had some down for that. There's still tight share structure. No idea if there was rollbacks on this one, not for my with this company at all. But let's go back to this press release. Wishes to commend on entering into an asset purchase agreement with Mesa Resources. So we really should be looking into Mesa Resources. Their deposit holds it's a location thing, yeah, 5 kilometers to the south, but focuses 100% old property. So 5 kilometers is pretty close. I guess it's worth bragging about, but yeah, pretty niche market, the graphite market. Okay, so as you know, we have a portfolio for people that are subscribed, and I do like reviewing a portfolio. One company this week I want to bring up is First Phosphate. It traded relatively flat to slightly down this week. But there was news, and these guys, to say the least, they issue a lot of press releases. It must get expensive. I don't think these are free, but they do a French version and an English version quite often. This week is 3 more press releases. The first one, congrats, and part of the reason why it was flat, there is this financing that has now been complete. It was for 2 million, but people liked the offering because 8.2 million closed. And you see here 50% compensation for these. Some of them are 50 cents, some of them are 40 for hard units, if I'm not mistaken, the warrants. But good, they're closing out a lot of money, and this is to drill Asian low high purity igneous rock phosphate horizon. This one is what I'm interested in. I'll give a brief overview here. Actually, I'll do that right now. I did have it up because I knew I wanted to talk about it. For this company, if you never heard about it before, the igneous deposits higher purity than a lot of these sedimentary deposits around the world. Of the igneous deposits, there's a specific one. So 4% of the world have this clean igneous carbonate rock, and only 1% of the world's phosphate is even cleaner igneous anorthosite, which is mostly found in Quebec, Canada. So this is the good stuff. Very high purity, which is good for LFP, lithium ion phosphate batteries, as opposed to the fertilizer, which you probably think phosphate, you think fertilizer. No, these guys are focused on batteries, and the LFP battery specifically. Now, though I do believe LFP is going to be more significant, I want to find a location map, so I don't want to give you a whole picture about this company right now. Most excellent. I'm like not here. Okay. So this one has okay. SPC, first phosphate, blue stars, red stars, Iridium phosphate, ticker symbol is DAN. To my knowledge, there's only 3 phosphate publicly traded companies out there. Iridium phosphate, DAN, Fox River Resources, I believe the ticker is FOX, and then First Phosphate, which we're currently speculating / investing in. They have a PEA on this lack original, but that's not the interesting one. This deposit here, for one, they have a large land package here. They have a lot of it. But what's interesting about this one is it's a larger deposit, higher grade, I believe, and close to infrastructure. For phosphate, you have to haul bulk tonnage, so you are close to infrastructure. This is 70 kilometers away from the port of Saguenay, which is accessible to the ocean with the Saguenay River, if I'm not mistaken here. So I'm not way up northern Quebec, a lot closer to civilization, which makes a huge difference. Very interesting. You can see main features 7 kilometers long, airborne magnetic linear anomaly. Yeah. Who see that they're gonna drill hormones in this, which I want to see, which is great. Really like the company, but also before we get off topic here, January 23rd, Quebec announced the addition of apatite, which is the host rock for phosphate, if I'm not mistaken, to the critical and strategic mineral list of Quebec. Now, this is the province of Quebec, not the country of Canada, so it's not national, but it is provincial. It's still very significant for tax incentives. It should be positive. Market didn't make a move on it. And then on the 25th, which was a Thursday, he announced a memorandum of understanding with Integral Power and a Raritan Battery Factory. You can watch the conversation here. I did. It was with Proactive and the three guys actually. So talking about how we need to have the actual materials if we want to create this battery economy in America, build America. What do they call it? Lithium phosphate, lithium iron phosphate project America. If you want to America, you have to have the materials, and it looks like First Phosphate is in a unique position given there aren't many publicly traded companies, and it looks like there's not many in North America. You see how lithium moves. We are speculating on phosphate. This is our play. Do your own due diligence. I wanted to mention them. Another company in our portfolio we want to bring up was Lavras Gold. Lavras Gold had a new true discovery last year in August, where it went from 40 cents, or a little bit of a bump before that. Wonder why. Interesting, but then boom, shot up to as high as, I'm not sure, $1.80. Very impressive. But this market, people don't want to sit on their hands, took losses, with flatlined around here, and that's where we entered at 93 cents. We do see an uptick, and that was just this week. It was hovering around 93 cents, and then boom, out of nowhere, it got as high as what? $1.15. Unknown news. We are expecting more drill results shortly. I don't know if there's a leak. I have no idea. But coincidentally, 3 insiders bought this week. The first was Mr. Roland here, with a total of, this is January 24th, a total of, what is that, $56,000, ranging from $1.09 to $1.12. Lawrence Lepard, many people are familiar with this individual. He sits as a director of Lavras Gold, 27.5 at $1.10, and Rostislav also purchased at least 32 grand here this week. So the results are anticipated. It could be a good entry point. We're already in the green. Nice to see, like, this company. The reason why this thing moves and why it's so important for you to look at share structures. One of the top things we look at is share structure, because this has about 52 million, which is tiny in the mining and exploration space, where dilution is just part of it. And there's no warrants, so there's no, it's like, imagine a warrant at $1.20. You could see a lot of selling pressure at $1.20 if there's warrants there. There is no warrants, so the selling pressure really, it's limited. Yes, there is positive news. This could, in my opinion, go to $2 rather fast or rather easy. And we wanted to mention, we unfortunately did sell Benton Resources at a 1 cent loss. We really, really do like this company. They were hitting consistent holes. We were a big proponent of them, and we still are. We think they're going to be successful materially higher in the future, but we don't think they're going to be as high, and the potential is not there compared to the company we bought. So we sold this company to buy a new company. Okay, sorry, I just had to step out. The wife was calling my name. Okay. We sold this not out of spite, not because we're disappointed in the results. We are very pleased with the results of Benton Resources, and maybe we'll re-enter shortly here. I just think the upside is not as great as this company that we repositioned in. Also, it's worth noting we did unfortunately take a big loss here. We were anticipating the tropical project to be significant, and I do believe it will be, but they don't own the property next to it. So we took a 75% position off the table at a loss. I believe it was, I forget nicely where it was, but we sold the last 25% because we just wanted to put all of our money, remaining, not all of it, but those positions at least into this company here. Sendero Resources came on our radar, and we thought it would be a good time to enter the stock. Newly listed in October, and it's been on a steady incline. Maybe if you're newer to the space, you think, wow, it's already moved a lot. Why should I buy now? Well, the market cap is about 25 million. Again, the share structure we like, 66 million. And I'll show you why we like it. I have the deck up here. So this pretty much sums it up. Surrounded by giants in the Vicuña district in Argentina. For those of you unfamiliar with Vicuña, you might be familiar with these names: Hilo de Sol, MGX, Jose Maria, Los Helados is MGX, Lundin Minings, Caserones, and Senderos is here. These are some of the biggest copper porphyry discoveries in the recent decade. Very exciting district. Again, we like share structures to be tight. There's not many warrant cells. And there are 30-cent warrants, so it is not the end of the world. Not many held. Total shares outstanding 65 million. They have money to work with for their drill program, which they're currently drilling. Before I pass that, we'll talk about that. The team is what's also spectacular. 48 years of international experience, Mr. David Roll. Senior management positions at Newcrest, Newmont, a company that is now owned by Glencore. Led exploration teams responsible for several discoveries in South America, Argentina, Peru. They say that you want a team that is experienced in the right things. They're experienced in South America, had discoveries in Argentina. Hernandera is the CEO, another well-accomplished individual, former BEREC Argentina VP. Guevara VP had Anglo Gold, general manager. Wells and knowledge experience in Argentina. There's many other people here. Marco Ward, who's the director, CEO Cassio Nice. Michael Wood has been talking to the markets, and we listened to him. He seems quite confident and well spoken. While they're senior geologists, it's a very significant team. So why are they all putting a name behind this company? Well, here, let's see, where are we? Yeah, right here. So the Pemdas Negros property, they have 4 targets. They plan on drilling all 4. First with La Peña, because it's the low-hanging fruit. So these ones are what they call telescoped porphyry targets. These telescoped porphyry targets essentially the epithermal and the porphyry became one large system because of erosion, as well as moving the porphyry up through mountain growth or whatever, and the erosion. So everything is all one mineralized system. It's eroded almost perfectly where mineralization is right at surface. This is La Pena here. You can see there's like a big hill or mountain here. I believe those are people, what Michael said were people, so you get the scale of this thing. Mineralization is right at surface. Not a geologist, but a lot of geologic markings indicating the right way to hit or right place to drill, which I think they have here somewhere. Well, they shoulder drill targets somewhere, but he's on his spear in this spot right here. I believe one east, one west, and just seeing how deep it goes. Now there was chatter on CEO. A lot of things said since I've last checked, but I believe someone confirmed with management. I have not. That they were looking at drilling 500 meters the first hole, and there's rules that they extended it maybe another 50 meters. There's only one reason to extend the hole. That's because the mineralization did not end. So they're continuing to see mineralization at depth. I believe it's a speculation. All these companies in that portfolio are speculations, not investments. There is a difference. But this is one of 4 targets. Very nice target. Question of if they hit mineralization, they know it's there. They know it's large too. Like, you look at the scale, it's like 500 meters wide. It's a wide, large mineralized system. That's just one. They have 3 more. So these ones would be, I would expect would be higher grade because of this telescope porphyry targets. It might be higher grade, but this is going to be at surface. The question is, what is the grade? Very exciting. With a tight share structure like this, it has the potential to be a 10 bagger or more. We're willing to take a loss. And although we like Benton, the odds of Sendero is very, very appealing at this entry point. So we did take a position. Anyway, this has been a long enough rant. Hopefully you like it. If you do, make sure to subscribe. We're always interested in seeing new plays. Feel free to DM us companies you like. Always interested. Always keeping our eye out. You gotta be actively looking in this space if you want to catch these types of companies. Like October, we wish we caught it in October, but it's on our radar now. It looks like a nice consolidation. We're in at 38 cents, but we're at break even right now. But we posed Carrick. We wanted to make sure we got him before the next re-rate, which could easily happen. This thing is trading at 25 million for reference their neighbor. And GX Minerals. What did they start? They started at like a 60-cent stock. They were like 60 million market cap company. And now they're 1.56 billion, $8.30. It's not out of the realm of possibility with this company, given the location, given the targets. Very, just for context, very interesting. So anyway, let us know if you like this type of content. We'll keep providing. Thank you.